The scathing findings in the report by the MacDonald-Laurier Institute makes it clear that this Liberal government has placed its own partisan interests ahead of Canada's national security. The report further illustrates how badly Justin Trudeau has undermined our relationship with our closest ally and defense partner, the United States, as a result of the Trudeau government's failure to purchase military equipment in an open, fair, and transparent manner. The report concludes that the Trudeau government's decisions to replace Canada's fighter jets were purely for reasons of political interest, and not a single one could be claimed as being in the country's national interest. The Liberal tradition of buying used equipment for the Canadian Armed Forces for political gain must stop. This is yet another example of Justin Trudeau making Canadians pay for his mistakes. Trudeau must address all the issues raised in this scandal. This fighter jet fiasco is compromising our national security, undermining our defense and security relationship with our biggest ally, and he's destroying morale in the Royal Canadian Air Force. Conservatives have always stood up for the defense of Canada, and we have a plan to immediately select a new fighter jet for our Air Force, end the Liberal tradition of buying used equipment for our military, and restore Canada's relationships with partners and allies around the world. Now, the MacDonald-Laurier Institute report makes a clear link between the way the government, the Liberals, have been treating members of the Canadian Armed Forces and in the Department of National Defence. And they go on to say, the exclusion of Royal Canadian Air Force personnel from the decision-making surrounding the interim purchase caused consternation within the military. In order to ensure message control, the government also created an unprecedented crackdown on leaks, including a lifetime gag order on roughly 200 individuals involved in fighter procurement. And at the end of the day, people who work in the Department of National Defence and the Canadian Armed Forces are not free to speak about things as simple as the procurement of fighter jets. The MacDonald-Laurier Institute report proves the Trudeau Liberals are politically interfering, are incompetent, are untrustworthy, are non-transparent, and that this whole thing is a political cover-up because of Justin's ill-informed and stupid campaign promise.
We will not buy the F-35 fighter jet.
Because of the Liberals' political interference, we don't believe the replacement of our fighter fleet is fair or transparent. The Liberals are the ones who've made a mess of the replacement of our fighter jets. It's disgusting that Trudeau has put his personal and partisan interests ahead of the defense of our country, ahead of our relationship with our allies, and ahead of the interests of the brave men and women who serve us in the Canadian Armed Forces.